Hello, hello everyone. What's up, Paul? Welcome, welcome. Just gonna wait a little bit and wait for some more people here. Do 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 do. How's everyone doing tonight? We having a good day? Sounds like a lot of people made a lot of money today. Walmart. Video keeps freezing. Well, that's no bueno. Walmart. DraftKings. Good to see. If we have some time after we go through some things, we could talk about some tickers, absolutely. If you guys want, we can look up some flow while we're waiting for people. Why don't we look at Walmart here? Look at that call flow on Walmart. Yeah, let's just look, while we're waiting for people, let's just look at some flow for the day. So these are all, what I like to do is filter it. One second, I gotta turn my sound off over here. If you're blurry, go to your settings on your YouTube and just increase the quality to 1080. So for some reason, it streams at 360 right away, but you could change it to 1080. So just change your settings on YouTube to get the little gear and then change it where it says 360 to 1080, and it'll definitely be HD. So I like PCG a lot. It's in my long-term list. Let's look and see if PCG got anything today. Nothing worthwhile on PCG. Had some pretty good Roku flow. Nothing crazy. Netflix had good flow. Man, everything had bullish call flow today. It's crazy. I think we're going to be big green tomorrow. SPY, whew. SPY had some pretty amazing flow today. Did have a giant put at the end of the day, but two giant call sweeps at the end of the day. 3.2 million, 1.3 million. Teal is a very aggressive color for CheddarFlow. Orange is very aggressive, and purple is very aggressive. So these are unusual or high premium. Mac and cheese, perfect for watching a CheddarFlow demonstration. Perfect. Neo, I like the Neo chart. I think we were talking about that in our admin chat, and we were crazy on Neo. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna go get some leaps. The only problem with leaps on Neo is they're incredibly expensive. But I was looking at I was considering a Neo lottery. I was looking at January 30-35. 30-35 January spreads for this year are like $50 for a $500 upside. So that's a 1,000% upside. I personally like, as a mobile trader, I like CheddarFlow better because you can get the exact same desktop setup on your phone, and it's very intuitive. My biggest thing that I like about CheddarFlow is the filters. The filters are so much better. Like, I wish Flow I like, it's pretty. I think CheddarFlow is just this right here is a game changer right here above ask. Because if it's above ask, you know it's an opening. You know it's an opening position. You know it's an opening position. And then you can double filter. Say if you only want to look at $1 million ones. Here, if we cleared out this, we could look at all the $1 million. Holy Tesla! So look at all these $1 million Tesla calls today. Just crazy. SPY, Apple puts, Russell 2000 puts, IWM. You can look up pre-earning flow if you want to look up pre-earning flow. So you could probably have looked up. Yep, you could have looked up FedEx and Adobe. So if you like to play earnings and you want to see the flow, you can look it up. You just click earnings, and there's all the earnings flow for tonight was here. So you would, if you saw this, you would have seen that FedEx had all call flow. Would have been a great sign to get maybe a call spread for earnings tonight. So if you want to only look at stonks or ETFs, you could do that. You can do it by calls or by puts. You could do it by sectors. You could do it by out of the money. The filters on Cheddar, I've tried both, and I demoed Flow Algo before, but CheddarFlow is better in my opinion. It's cheaper too. So not only do they give you a free trial for 7 days, Flow Algo gives you a trial for 25 days for $25, which is still a good deal. But CheddarFlow you could try for 7 days, and then if you buy the year package, it's like $80 a month. So it's $99 if you pay monthly for the premium package. Always it's I think $79. If you just want flow, it's like $79 a month. But if you want dark pool, and if you want AI alerts, and if you want AI alerts over here, and if you want dark flow, it's like an extra $10 or $20 a month. I think it's 99, and then if you buy a year all at once, it like discounts it down to $80. So it gives you a 20% discount for a year. So it's almost half the price of Flow Algo. So not only is it better on mobile, and it's easier to use, in my opinion, for beginners. If you just know they have a walkthrough too. So I was looking at this earlier. You could set up watch lists for only the tickers that you play. So let's say you only want to look at like 10 different tickers and you only want the flow on that. You can actually set up that. You do need the pro plan for it, but I think it's worth it. I mean, it's 50% less than Flow Algo, and it seems like they're putting more time and effort into this, the developers, because I see updates for this more often. I wouldn't worry about futures until Europe and China open. Don't worry about that right now. Disney, yeah, I like Disney. Let's look up some Disney flow. Disney had a lot of call flow today. You can, let's see, we always want to look at above ask. So above ask means it's opening. We don't care if things are closing. We only care about things that are opening, because that means you can even search by opening orders. I just do above ask, because that means they're trying to either get in or out of their position really quick. You can filter by date. You just go to historical flow, and you can change the date here. So let's say we wanted to look at last week's flow up until today. You would just click there and then hit search. And then you can, there we go. There's all the flow from last week to today. If you only wanted to do last week, you just do that. Let it update. I like if I'm doing historical flow, I usually just do it by premium, because the bigger the flow, the more confidence that person has in there. Why are you guys coming in here and asking me questions that's not about this? No, it's fine. Do you have PDT, pattern day trader fault? You gotta wait 90 days. Golden sweeps on Cheddar. So golden sweeps, that specific thing is Flow Algo only. That is one thing that Flow Algo does have, but CheddarFlow has something similar. So they have it where they have it in the golden color. It's slightly different, but they don't have the per se golden sweep. but they also have, yeah, the filters are a game changer, I agree. The filters is what is the winner for me. And the big thing that for me, because I work and I need to look at it on my phone, they do have phone alerts too. So you could keep your Chrome or whatever on your Safari or whatever you're using on your phone. You can keep it minimized, and if you have your filters set, it'll give like a little sound if a big order pops up. You can filter it. So like let's say you're looking at it. Let me clear all this, and we're gonna go to live flow here. So let's say you only want to know $1 million above ask flow for the day. So these teal, these are unusual. The size right here, so the size is what makes them unusual, as well as the premium and the fact that it's a sweep. So the fact that you can set up these filters on your phone, the Flow algo doesn't have any filters on mobile. That's what I've been hating about it, is I can't filter while I'm out at work or out in the field or something. I have to go to like the desktop mode and like change it, and it drives me nuts. Where this is mobile dynamic, so the website they built is dynamic, and it will change to mobile super easily, and you can watch it on your phone, and you can still get all these filters, and you can change this. So check this out. You could set it up on your phone, so if you don't have a big phone, you can look. If you just want to see if it's the premium, the call, and the expiration date, you can just set it up so only these 4 things show up on your phone, so you don't have to even look at the rest of it. You're just like, okay, I see 1.7 million in calls opened up expiring 9/25. That's a heavily aggressive position. You don't have to dig in much deeper. You can click on it and look on much deeper, but you don't have to. I think that's I did talk to the developers today at CheddarFlow. That's one of the reasons I want to do this, is they wanted me to talk about it for them. But they are not developing a mobile application for it, so I am developing one with another partner of mine. It's in demo right now. The mobile app is in demo for our personal one that we're developing, and that's one where I personally know the coder for it. That's probably 2 to 3 months away from we have to do stress testing on it, and we have to make sure all the features work properly. So it is currently working right now, but we have to stress test it over the couple months as we add more people in, and then once we feel it can handle the flow that the demand is going to be, then we will release it live, and the price on it will be very attractive, trust me. It'll be very attractive, and we'll probably do a special deal for everyone in Ace Ventures and everyone that watches me demo it once it's live. That'll probably be I don't want to put numbers out there, but I know it'll be less than everything else that's out there right now. I can pretty much guarantee that. So keep looking for that. If you are a mobile trader, as a mobile trader, I try to look for everything that can help me in the field. This is what I have found. If you're a desktop trader, Flow algo is fine. If you're a mobile trader, this is better for me because of the filters. I can look for exactly what I want to look for. I can set up my watch list if I want. Let's say over the weekend I make my watch list. I can set that up, and then I can filter it just for my watch list. So that's pretty sweet. I like doing that. So you can even see a flow overflow for the day. So if you want to see what was the top call flow for the day, hey, look at gold. Ha! Gold and silver, baby. If you want to look for the top bearish flow for the day, oh man, Tesla was top call and top bear. I haven't personally done a statistical win rate on it. That would be interesting to see. I would definitely be interested in that. So this was the one that I saw today, GSX. I mentioned that in the chat. I was pretty curious on that. Did get some bearish gold flow too. See what we had yesterday. It seems like Tesla every day is top on both sides because people just, I don't know, it seems like the only thing people play. Even in our chat, it's just crazy. Yeah, I'll talk to the developer tonight. He actually, I think, is on the stream right here, watching. So if he's watching, take notes that if you can study the statistical win rate of that, that would be an amazing feature and probably something that people would love to see. So this was yesterday. Look at that silver, yeah, top 5. I love seeing that. Yeah, Tesla called. I play Tesla just because I want to feel part of the crew, but it's it's not my favorite stock. It's a maker and breaker. It can really break you if it has a bad day. You can see sector. I like doing this. You can see top sector flow for the day. So technology, consumer goods, service, and healthcare. You can see most active if you just want to see call and put combined. Look at that. I know we had a question about deking. Love seeing silver. This was yesterday. Today, Tesla again. I think Tesla's always going to be top. Tesla and Apple are always going to be top. Once you filter those out, and this is you know, a sector basically, or ETF. Then we have Boeing, VIX. UVXY is VXX. It's just a different provider of it, so it's a different ETF, but it does the same thing. Nvidia, Citi, EMU. You can see for the week even. So if you guys want to see, I think if you joined me late, if you want to see tickers, let me know. We can look up call flow on those tickers. I know Neo is heavily requested because of the chart on it, and I always filter by premium because the bigger the premium, the bigger that person has the balls to go in, as I like to say. And then we always want to filter above ask because that means that they're trying to urgently get into that. So when you're looking live, so let's say you're looking live. Thomas, hey man, 8 o'clock comes, I'm alive, so that's just how it works. I have not talked. I'm gonna at the end of the call. We'll talk the trading bot at the end of the call. I'm excited. I do have that's going to be update this week on that, so that's exciting. I'll have updates this week on when we're gonna announce it. So I want to see. Let's look for the month. I just want to see for the month what's the top flow for the month. Holy cow! Yeah, I figured it would have been Tesla. That makes sense. Look at this TD trading desk one, 60 million. That's crazy. Everyone wants to see silver for the month. Ooh, people are bearish on silver. Looks like they don't know what I know. That is a very aggressive put block. I want to see if that was opening or that could have been a closing though. Yep, okay. So that was actually a closing order. So if you look at just new orders, that's actually very good. So that means someone closed out a giant put order. So looks like most of the money is positive, so that's good. Would you guys prefer just today, or do you want to see for the whole month when you're talking tickers? The difference between, so there's different exchanges that you can go through to buy calls and puts. A split is split between a couple exchanges. A block is one single order through one exchange, and a sweep is every exchange. A block is a single order, a sweep is a multi-order across different exchanges, and a split is also multiple orders but not across every exchange. So a sweep literally means it's sweeping all of the exchanges for everything available. A block is just a single order over one exchange. Typically sweeps are more reliable, so I try to only do sweeps. And you can filter by sweeps too, so you can just click sweeps, so that's nice. So the reason they're splitting it is because it's a large size. So typically when we trade, golden sweeps are not always opening. So yeah, it's basically means that they put in an order. It's not through a broker, it's through an exchange. So brokers, it's like, think of a broker. You want me to talk with you, Thomas? Hold on. There you go. And you can jump in voice chat with me if you want, Thomas. Broker is the middleman, yes. So broker is the middleman that's sweeping the exchanges. So think of most things going through the New York Stock Exchange. So NYSE is an exchange. Does that make sense? Where the broker is just the distributor, basically. So he's negotiating between the exchange and you. He's the middleman. I'm sorry, Thomas. Sorry I took your viewers. I figured you were on for like an hour, and I figured it was... So, I personally like to go for only the big orders. I don't care about these little orders. I have seen these fail so much. So my high confidence plays, when I'm looking at something for the day, is I'll do a sweep 200K and above ask. If you're bullish, you could just go calls only. But then I feel like you're not seeing the big picture there. That's my big thing, is I like to see calls. If you do calls only, you're basically just trying to reinforce your own idea, and then you could not see the other side, so you could set yourself up for disaster there. So let's look at Netflix for today. I'm curious on that too. I want to see Oracle too. I'm curious to see how Oracle turned out today after yesterday. Netflix was pretty bullish today. Let's change these above ask. 2K above. So just had one big order. It was for this week, so you had a $400,000 expiring this Friday, and it was out of the money. That is a very aggressive Netflix call I'm seeing, actually. That would have been a great indicator for you, because it was bought at 487, so it's out of the money, big money. I typically trust the $1 million ones more, but $500,000 and up is still pretty reliable. So typically what you're trying to do when you're looking at this live is, if you see something big like this, usually these types of people are trying to capture a movement. So let's see what we can actually test, back test this. So 9:43 today, Netflix. So if you guys were wondering about statistics, how these work out, we can test these actually. So 9:43, Netflix today. Ooh, look at this. I had this charted out perfectly. You had a collapsing wedge and a full bullish breakout today. Netflix is definitely going, yeah, looks like we even have one wave, two wave. I think Netflix is going in the 520 to 540 area. That would not surprise me in the least bit. We can even test it out. Let's see here. Yeah, we had a 62% retracement. So tomorrow, I bet you tomorrow we could test 510 on that. That's crazy. So let's dig into it. Let's see where they're at today. So 9:43 they bought in. 943 would have been right there. Oh man, these guys are good. See, look at this. So they saw this bull flag right here, and soon as it broke right here, soon as you got this green candle, this is where they bought. So they rode this up all day. So they rode it probably from 488. They caught the bottom and they rode it up. And you know what they were probably looking for here, is this fib retracement from high and low. So let's see here. Nah, I did this wrong. Hold on. It would be from low to high. So fib retracement, you take your low, go to high. So they're probably looking for it to hit around 489, and then as soon as it reversed, that's when they got back in. I'm very bullish tomorrow. Those SPY sweeps were very convincing. We were talking about it in chat. So like, this is what was happening. At the end of the day, we're sitting here watching this. Let me clear this out. We're sitting here watching this at the end of the day. So if we search by time and we filter here, 1 million and above ask. So the end of the day, you're looking at, so this is basically the last hour right here. So we're seeing the end of the day, and all of a sudden we got $10 million call split, $1.2 million. This is just Tesla. And then in the last 10 minutes, you had a 2.6 million tech sector call, and it was a 284 strike, so out of the money, 278. This is a super bullish sign. So if the chart, here's how you use flow. Use flow for your watch list building and use it for your entries. So if it equals out, so if you have, let's say you have your watch list built for the day, or you just notice some stuff, and then you have the chart pulled up, we could look at the QQQ ticker. So you see this giant thing, and if you're fast enough, you could have looked at it at the end of the day. We're on the 3-minute here. That would have been pretty much last 10 minutes. So right here they bought in. So what they were looking at, this is what they were looking for probably. This is what they caught. So they're looking right here. I think they bought in right here. So as soon as it broke this downtrend, this is where they bought in. They went from 278 to 279. So they caught this last dollar in the last 10 minutes. I bet you they made on that 2.6 million, they probably made 20-30% on that easily. And yeah, it could definitely be a hedge tomorrow. Let's say they're holding a short position. They could do that. We never know the other positions they held, but these are mega aggressive positions. Someone basically bet 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, $8.8 million today that the market's going to go up tomorrow. Like, these are market indicators. So this also one, you had another 1.7 at the end of the day. Same strike, same date. So it's possible. Yeah, look at this. So they bought in at, I'm curious. These look like they could be, they're different volumes. So not necessarily the same, but it looks like they sold some of their positions. So if these are the same thing, they made 40 cents each, basically 15% on that in 10 minutes on a 2.6, and these are the same strike. They could be the same thing. We don't know. It could be an opening and closing, but because it's above ask, it's more likely an opening. Like, they filter it above with opening as well, but I like to just do above ask. I don't trust this right here. I trust this. So yeah, it got rid of all the Tesla there. So you could see we had a Facebook. This guy lost a lot of money. This guy lost a lot of money. You don't always know when they close their position. It's more of a guess than anything. I'm just looking at basically the same strike and the same date. It's possible this is the same person, because it's interesting that they would pick the same strike and date. Or it could be a private trading bot that is set up to buy this specifically because of the open interest in volume. So it could be looking for volume above 10,000, and that particular strike and date has that, and the OI is above 1,000. So it could be looking, it could be filtered by volume and OI. That could be why this particular one is the same as this. It's always possible. So let's look at these SPY ones and see. These were at all of these were within a minute of each other. That's crazy. I know, like 10 of us were in the chat freaking out. We're like, what is going on? Like, it's been a while since we've seen that big of flow in toward the end of the day. That did not break out. That is still in a downtrend, but it is a megaphone too. That's interesting. There we go. So this is a megaphone. Yeah, they always wait. Yeah, there's if I know private investors can make a bot, it would not shock me whatsoever if like JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs already have had a options trading bot for years. A megaphone is just basically a reverse wedge. So It looks like we're getting a slow reversal here, and this is probably just people starting to take profits in the day, so could go either way. It could be bullish or bearish. We don't quite know. We have to look at the whole picture. So we did get a full gap fill, so we are ready to go up again tomorrow, so that's interesting. And we are, see, look at this. Oops. Get out here. We are kind of in a, well, we're kind of in a bullish reversal. I know Danny was talking about that too. I do see typically a bear flag would go up or flat, and a bull flag would go down like this. So this could be potentially reversal starting. We will see though. I am not going to play anything until I know. So let's look at some of these other ones that aren't Tesla or QQQ or any of that. So let's look at some of these other sweeps here. We can look at the time. Let's look by premium here. What's the other biggest one that we can look at? SQ, 10:38 p.m. I think it's actually, because this is I think this is Eastern and this is Central. I think it would actually be 9:38, which would be right there. Right there. So they bought right here. Probably lost some, but then they made a ton. So this was definitely another bull flag. And there were so many bull flags today. Look at this. You know what? Let's just keep it simple. There we go. So we have a nice little bull flag there with a bullish breakout engulfing candle right there. So you see you got a bullish engulfing candle after the inverted hammer, or you got yourself a little doji. And then you had a sell-off here kind of towards the end of the day. So we'll see what happens here. You are still in a downtrend, but this is also theoretically another bull flag because you have a channel, downwards channel after a bull this is a pull, a bullish pull into a larger bull flag, and you can do this as well. You can always see if it meets the fib zones. So looks like it had a retracement to right here. So, and then it went back up, bounced off the retracement, broke below. So we'll see what happens though tomorrow. You can actually even do this if you wanted. We can do a little one right here. I need to set up my settings a little better. It kind of crowds my screen here. Hard to see. I think I need to move these over here and get rid of these color shades and just do the lines. Do that after. But potentially see 156 tomorrow. That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, we did do NeoFlow, but we can do it again. Let's check out some NeoFlow today. There wasn't any $1 million flow, so we'll have to change that. We did have a 257 sweep at 10:08. So that would have been 9:08 on here. Here, I'll mark this for you guys to make it easier. 9:08. That would have been right. Ooh. Right there. So they got in right here. And it looks like they if they got out here, they would have made money. But I'm assuming they are still holding because let's see, it was a October call. 20 calls. So I imagine this person's still holding. I mean, the chart on Neo is just gorgeous. Let me show you the long-term chart here. We've been talking about this for a little while. Yeah, we'll do Roku and Apple here. So you can see it is in a clear up channel, and they have a bull pennant right here. So you had a bull pennant right here with a giant breakout, and now it's making a bull flag. So it kind of has another pennant that's forming, but I think this is more of a flag. So it's going through these retracements, and I expect it to test the 21 area again. But let me show you something else. Maybe this would give us... I was playing with this earlier today. So we can look at time periods. Look at that. So for a time period, you're going from low to high, and then it's trying to match out time periods. So then you can do this to go from low to high, and that would give you your goal April 21 to potentially reach 28. So you can see this Fibonacci time period almost matched perfectly with the reversal. Look at that. That daily reversal right there is perfect with the Fibonacci time tool. So if you're trying to predict things, this is something you should study. I'm not going to get into it today, but basically you're combining retracement tools with that. You can even do one of these if you want to get super colorful. Just go bam. Go low to high, and then you could potentially see some of your trend lines. This is how you use predictive trend lines. So if you just want to geek out and look at tons of colors, you could do that too. Let's look at some more flow. Roku was requested, Apple and Facebook. Roku had all bullish flow today. I'm curious what the chart looks like. I haven't looked at it today. Ooh. So it completed. I charted this back right here. This was my rising wedge, and this was my Elliott wave that I charted back then. So looks like it completed the 5 move Elliott wave. So I imagine it's going to be either going into a super wave, could be theoretically in a bearish reversal though. Looks like it can't break out above this line right here. So if it gets over 170, you're probably looking at high end of 200. Alright, let's look here. Facebook was requested. We'll do Apple right after. Facebook flow is bearish today. Looks like 1.5 puts to calls in terms of size, but in terms of money it was bullish, so got to keep that in mind. But we got the news after hours about the antitrust, so I would expect Facebook to not do good tomorrow. EA had no flow today. Apple. Everyone wants to know about the apples. Predict the apple and the coconuts. Alright. Apple, 3.1 million this week expiration. It was a put and it was deep in the money. So while it is this week expiration, it is deep in the money, but that is not good if you are bullish. I would here's how I use flow to enter the position. It's basically I'm watching my charts, and then I'm using the flow to reinforce my charts and to give me more confidence. So the more confident you are in the play, the more information you have, the more confidence you can have. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm not I talked about Apple over the weekend. I talked about it yesterday. I've talked about it many times, about it just going down to about 105, 106 area. I think it's going to go back down here. It is in a bear flag. It just it just doesn't look good. Here, watch this. We could probably clone this, and I bet you it equals up perfectly over here. I'm not positive about that. Not necessarily. Looks like it could be bouncing off that, but let's try this too then. We want to do a retracement tool here. Where'd you go? Ah, there it is. Retracement. So basically going low to high. So you see here it bounced off here, bounced off here, bounced off here. And looks like it could test 115.95, so it might go up slightly in the morning, but if it bounces down, look out. So curious to see. You could do one like a super retracement. So this super retracement would put us at 105.68 if it came back to the golden ratio, which the golden is in here where I have it yellow. That's a golden retracement from low to high. I don't. It'd be awesome because if it went in here, you could load the boat on Apple, probably make a shit ton of money. Pardon my French. I don't even like Apple as a company, but that's neither here nor there. I guess I'm just a PC guy. That's probably why. The counterculture kind of thing, I don't know. I like being different. Beyond at a small call sweep today. Okay. Any other interest in looking at some flow here? Otherwise, we can jump into some charts and talk about some other stuff. If you guys want to try this, I put a link. It's a 7-day free trial. You can just cancel after. You don't get charged any money. If you want to keep it, it's pretty inexpensive compared to other things. Here, I can post it in the chat here. This is the referral link for it, so you can get the 7-day free trial. And then if you want to keep it after, it's as low as $80 a month. We can talk about, oh, you guys probably want to know what dark pool and all that is too, so dark pool, here's some other things you can look at. So dark pool, this is basically giant money orders that big firms put in with their brokers that you can't see, but the brokers have to report it, so then we can see it by paying for the data. So you can see, basically these are shares, these are equity purchases, so you can see someone bought 50 million worth of shares at 248 for Pan W. If you want to see, this is the AI alerts that we talk about sometimes. So these will show you the confidence level the AI has in the alert, and it'll show, hey, we have a AI alert for TJX, IMMU, and so on and so forth. So that's something that FlowAlgo has their own AI. Both AIs are different. I'm still testing the accuracy of them. I don't necessarily go by them. What I do is I go by the flow, and if it has an AI alert with the flow, then I have even more confidence. No LL flow. Curious what LL, because I have a vested interest in Lumber Liquidators, what they've done for the month. Looks like we just had a $32,000 call for this Friday at 23.5, and this was no, that might actually work out. How much did they pay? 179. What's the LL? LL did reverse here. That wasn't. It's not a great sign, but as long as it's still in the channel, we could be okay. It's at 22.77. That's going to be a tough one. Wilmer, this has a different type of golden sweep feature. It's not labeled a golden sweep, but it's color coded as one. So if you look here, you have your gold color. So while you want to make sure, basically, that you can kind of do the golden sweep criteria in your head. Basically, you want it to be a sweep. You want it to be $1 million, and you want the size to be more than the OI or the vol. Or you want the size to be more than the OI. So none of these necessarily were golden sweeps right here, but So we can go down and look. So these ones with the blue size, these blue ones, this is kind of CheddarFlow's version of a golden sweep, are these blue ones. I know these were the end of the day too, so let's close the dark panel. Let's go 1 million and above. Let's go above ask. So if you do this sweep, there's all your golden sweeps per se for CheddarFlow. So you can just kind of create your own here. And the blue ones are basically your golden sweep. So if you get this blue, the $1 million blues, that's the CheddarFlow version of it. Triple M, 3M. No 3M today. Microsoft mixed. KR. No flow on KR today that's relevant. Shop. No shop flow. I do have an affiliate link for Flow Algo if you want to try that. I can put that in the chat too if you're interested. One second. I'm just gonna. Looks like I'm. Just reading a couple messages here. Alright, this is Flow Algo if you want to try Flow Algo. That'll get you 25 days for 25 bucks. Nicola, let's just run through some tickers. Spam a bunch of tickers in the chat that you want to see. We can run through these real quick. Spot, nothing on Spot. TSM. TSM had some mega aggressive call flow today. I've been talking about TSM for what? TSM's been getting mega aggressive. I want to talk about TSM for a second here after we go through some tickers. AAL. I like it when I see lots of flow. I don't like it when there's like one or two. Oracle. I would have thought we got more on Oracle today. JPM. Bearish on JPM. VIX. Got a call on VIX far out. Way out of the money. UVXY is also VIX. And we had some we had a giant call order on VIX. It is super deep in the money, it is super far out, so that is a low confidence play. AMD. AMD was mixed, mainly bearish today. AZN, nothing on AstraZeneca. I wanna show you something on. I remember calling this out in the chat, so I want to talk about TSM here. Can't remember the exact day. I think it was last week. You keep putting some tickers up. That's fine. I'll get back to them. I just want to talk about TSM here. So I talked about this. Yeah, it was last week. So TSM was getting mega call sweeps last week, and it was super bullish. Look at all this. So almost everything. Look at all this bullish call flow we have. So January call expirations, deep in the money, yeah, but big orders, and then we had some other. You know, the percentage of call flow, 91% over the whole month. I just think that's crazy. I mean, these were bought at the 81, around the 78 on average. Look at between 78 and the high point here was, excuse me, sneezy, was 85. That's probably today. Yep. So TSM I was talking about had this bull pennant here. I was talking about this last week. I said, do not sleep on TSM. You want to get in. And I was talking about it last week. This is when I was talking about it was basically right here. And then we had the giant tech sell-off, but it didn't break the bull pennant. And so it just broke out like crazy today because it got towards the tip. It went from 81 up to a high point of 86. It had a full bullish breakout. So if I don't care where you bought here, you are up today. Let's see here. Shop win. You guys want just today, or I think most people want to see just today's flow. Win. I'm gonna throw these filters back on so we're not getting confused here. Win had some good call flow today. I think TSM you're gonna have to wait a little bit now because it's probably gonna. Yeah, TSM I would wait on. You missed the move at now, so it's probably gonna retrace maybe down to 84 if I did this right here. Probably see a bull flag or a bull pennant pull here, and then it's probably gonna go. If you were to, usually you could see the tips of the. Oops, that's not the right trend line. Usually, if you want to try to find the tip of the pennant, if it creates a big pennant, you could see maybe a bull flag right here. So I would wait on it. This was the move we were looking for. The move happened. Don't chase it. Silver, I think, had Silver had one call sweep today for about 178,000. Let me catch up here. So, C, you talk about City, bearish, Zuo, nothing on Zuo, Boeing, very bullish call flow. Mostly at the end of the day, actually. That's surprising. I'm not a Boeing guy. I haven't never wavered on not liking Boeing. Fasty, I'm assuming you mean Fastly. Nothing concrete there, a little bullish. Lee. I didn't see. Here's the one thing I did see today. I believe. Oh, there isn't any. I thought I saw dark pool buying on Lee. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe it was people closing positions. Nothing on DAL. Intel. Silver ticker is SLV. It's what Diana said. Intel. I wonder if I didn't look at the dark pool buying on silver. Nothing dark pool today. I haven't talked about the trading bot yet. Sure, a lot of people are interested in it. We can talk about that now. So, I talked to the owner, the CEO of the trading bot today. I am having him demo me the software this week in a private demo. And then if I approve of it and I think we can use it to... if I think it's... The thing is, right now, I've been looking at it a lot lately, and I've been talking to the owner, and right now it's not good for people that are just getting into trading. You need to be an expert at it. So I'm having him code some strategies into it for us, and he said those should be ready by the end of the year, and we're going to back test all those strategies. So it'll be available for experts or people that feel confident in their trading strategies. But if you're new, I would probably hold off till December or January. But it should be available next week for everyone. But I'm testing it with him Thursday. We're going to do a live demo, and we're going to try it out. And then if everything goes well, we'll do another live demo for everybody. So kind of like what I'm doing right now, we'll go through the software, we'll talk about it, we'll answer questions, that sort of thing. So hopefully everyone's excited for it. I know I am. As someone that works, while I have a lot of freedom at work, I don't necessarily... I can't look at my screen 24/7, so I do miss a lot of things, and it would be nice just to have it automated with a pre-built, proven strategy, which I think we're all excited for. I'm not a Zuo person. Just people chasing the next Zoom, basically. SPAQ. Nothing there. Any other tickers you want to look at? Otherwise, I'll chart some stuff out for you. I got a few more minutes here. Yeah, Saad. you guys may have heard of it already, but yeah, it's already developed. There's no getting in on the action now. If you want, maybe talk to Clifton in the group is working on a bot as well. So we'll see how that goes. Shop I think had one. Maybe it had nothing. No, nothing on shop. Very small orders, but Bank of America did have dark pool buying today. Yeah, I don't know why you're in Apple, Paulo. We've been bearish on Apple since last week. I think you're just praying and hoping right now. Hey, calm down, kitty. The cat's meowing at me. I think it wants to go on my lap. Come on, come on. Come on. Novavax. Nothing on Novavax. Myrna. Don't see anything there. We did AstraZeneca. I don't believe there's anything on AstraZeneca. Yeah, nothing there. Ooh, I didn't do Amazon yet. I'm curious on that. Nothing on Amazon today. That surprises me. Let's look historical this. I'd like to see... Whoa. Whew. This crashed. That was interesting. Maybe I lost internet for a second. I want to see... Could do some historical call flow here. Woo! Yeah, nothing much on Amazon. Dude, I don't know why you're asking for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not a stock. Just so you know. Bitcoin is not a stock. There's no such thing as option flow on Bitcoin. You had a ton of square call flow today. Really big opening positions. All for October 16th at the 140 strike. 3 of them it looks like. Oh, it's not letting me filter this way. But yeah, so you had about 5.5 million worth of square calls. At this, I'm not even gonna talk about IMMU because it's already bought out. It's gonna be at $87, $88. It's not even worth talking about anymore. Space, we could look at. Oops, that's not space. Space. Really, nothing. I find that interesting that space doesn't have any significant call flow. I think it's just it's not the hot thing anymore. It's not the hot thing. Walmart, you had one big opening position today, deep in the money, short term though, this week for 800K. The more important thing though, you have a ton of Walmart dark pool buying. So looks like the most significant thing was today we had a $16 million buy above where it's at right now. So this is above where it's at right now. Etsy. Nothing significant on Etsy. Salesforce, I'm sure, had some significant flow. Yep. This was last week, though, probably for ER. Actually, 2 weeks ago. You guys want to chart anything? I think I'm done talking about CheddarFlow. We went through this pretty good. If you guys want to get this, you can look at unusual volume. You can see basically what tickers were getting unusual volume. You can sort it by however you want. If you want to look at unusual volume calls, Oracle, Citi, TSM, FedEx, GSX. If you guys want help and I'm not available, they do have all the strategies you can use, all the filters you can use, plus recommendations. You can look, they have videos on it. It'll walk you through the whole shebang. So something to consider. You know, you can train yourself basically how to use it. They have really good tutorials. Alright, we want to look, I'm going to close that out. I'm done talking about that. So, do a couple charts here real quick, and I'm going to get off here in a little bit. Alright, ATV. I've been liking ATV for a while. I'm going to show you why, and I think you're going to really like this. So, first person to tell me what they see wins a high five. Oh, wait. I'm going to make a drink. While I wait. You tell me what you see right here. What is this formation? That's right. That's right. It is a woman laying on her stomach. No, I'm just kidding. It's a cup and handle. Why is this not deleting? I can't get rid of it. Alright, well I guess that's there permanently apparently. But it's literally like I think TradingView's trolling me. It won't let me delete my drawings. That's funny. Yeah, it's cursed for sure. Maybe I can just do this and delete it. There we go. Okay, I figured it out. It's like, no, people must see that. You have trolled yourself. So, basically what you're seeing here is you're seeing a cup, and now we're starting to form the handle. So if you want to know, look at that. So a handle is typically a 38% retracement. So I could see it coming down to about 70 and then exploding. So right now we had the 76 or the 23.2.236 retracement. So it doesn't always have to come down here. I'm just saying more likely than not it's going to retrace down to 70 and then explode out. So look at these perfect fibs though. Perfect. So you have the 38 or the 78 right here. Perfect. And then it gets into the 62, into the golden zone right here. Perfect. Perfect. Retrace back to there, the 78. Perfect bounce. And then it goes up to the 38. This is why fibs are so powerful. I think we don't talk about them enough. I'm going to start talking about them more and more. I think it's something that people need to learn. Definitely need to learn more and more. So we're probably going to see a retracement down to here. And then if you want to know a timetable, the timetables are tricky. I don't know how accurate they can be, but it does sort of help us predict. If you want to know, you just go low to high. So again, I don't think it's going to take to here, but what this could show us is potentially when we'll see the top of the breakout. So we could see a retracement down to here, and then a breakout here, and then a retrace. So that would be my guess. Enzo, what? You got eyes, man? Come on, we're doing happy right here. Activision Blizzard, ATVI. I've been talking about it. Fibs is just it's like it's the golden ratio. It's like what human life is built on. I don't know. It just works. I don't know I think it's a psychological thing, kind of like Elliott waves. I probably should know more why they work. I just know that they work. So I don't have a wonderful answer for you, unfortunately. Zoom. Oh, I actually already have this charted. That's crazy. You guys asked me so many things that I got like all these things charted already. Yeah. So here's a story. I have found a trader that turned $10,000 into 18 million just using Fibonacci trading style. So he just used Fibonacci extensions and retracements, and he basically set up an auto trader to trade it, and he turned 10,000 into 18 million, I think in like a year and a half. Oh my god, stop it, cat. What do you want? I'll have to send you guys a picture of my cat. Yeah. He wants love. He says I'm ignoring him. So, I had Zoom. Well, actually, I don't even remember doing this, but I had Zoom going back to looks like 475. Oh, it's following this perfectly. That's crazy. That should be like right there, though. Yeah, I could see this happening. Yeah, he wants love. I know. Zoom, Tesla. I already have Tesla charted, I'm pretty sure, so I'll just pop that up and show you. Yeah. So, my target on Tesla was the 507 by battery day. So this will probably be. I did expect it to retrace to the 420 area. I know other people were saying 439. I don't know. I think it could definitely retrace to 439 tomorrow. That actually would be probable, but I think it'll potentially retrace to 420 and then bounce back up. So this would be in here is your golden zone for buying back in on a. So if it gets between here, this is where you can load the boat on a reversal. Wait for it to reverse and then you could buy in. No, it's Danny. I don't think ever has talked about that trader. I forget his name off the top of my head. I just know one of my other experienced traders, one of our other experienced traders, was telling me all about him, and I thought that was a fascinating story. Interesting. I forgot why I drew this. That is I think this was a full retracement. Maybe that's why I drew that. It's interesting. So I'm on the daily right now. Let's go to hourly. I think that's let's make it a megaphone too. I don't remember. See, I chart so many things. I don't even remember charting half of them. I mean, until it breaks this green line, don't know. We'll see what happens. Did replay this gap. Does have this gap down here. Filled this gap. Doesn't necessarily have to fill gaps. Remember, gaps don't always have to be filled. Gaps like to be filled. They don't have to be filled. Think about it. Maybe the best scenario is... I don't even know if I should say this. No, I'm not going to say it. So gaps don't always have to be filled, but they like to be filled. Nvidia. Nvidia had a clear bullish breakout. It had the call flow. Man, look at that! Holy cow! That is a big gap. And then you had it test this uptrend here and bounce off of it, which is a bullish. Very bullish sign. So old resistance turned support, and now we're pretty much in a new uptrend. Looks like kind of like this, I'm assuming. Yeah. I trust that more right there. Yeah. So that is that's probably your new channel right there. This is the hourly though. So if you're looking for an entry point, you got a hammer right here. Let's see what's going on. Might get some consolidation, maybe a pullback down to 500. I'm not too sure. I'm going to stay away from it. It's not for me. Facebook I'm not going to do because it's going to change. Everything's going to change tomorrow. There was news after. Not even worth charting. Walmart. If we're supposed to get the confirmation on TikTok tomorrow, whether it's approved or not. So we do have a catalyst on Walmart tomorrow, which is exciting. You do have a wedge right here as well, so we can chart this. I love wedges because they're easily identifiable. It's my favorite pattern to play is a wedge, pennant, and flag. It is actually, this is probably more accurate. Let's go in here. We must go deeper. Yeah, so it's probably going to make a decision pre-market whether it wants to be bullish or bearish. So if it's above this pre-market and it holds, it might retest this and then break out. This is typically what happens. You have a breakout in the morning, and then it sells off, and it'll retest a trend line. And if you get a reversal off that trend line, that's when you get a good buy signal. I feel like either my chat died or you guys stopped talking. I think I did Apple already. I do not remember doing this. I think I did this earlier. It's too much to look at. Oh, you guys are just chilling. Chilling. Paying attention. Taking notes, right? Yeah, let's look at some silver. Oh, I was gonna do a silver for update for everyone. Let me I haven't done airlines. Let's do let me tell the chat there's people that wanted silver updates, so I'm just gonna tell everyone real quick I'm doing silver updates. Let me share this link here real quick. Alright, I'm going to wait for a few seconds because I know a lot of people wanted the silver update tonight, so if you guys are messaging me in DM or on Discord, I'll try to get to those after. I'm just, it's hard to look at like 6 different screens at once. I'm sure you guys understand that. Lumber, yeah, let's talk about all the lottos that I have personally recommended. I'll go over all those. So let's look at silver first, and then we'll do airlines, and we'll do oil, and we'll do silver, airlines, oil, and we'll also do lumber. Yes, let's do all those. So let's do silver first. Blech. That is I was playing around on my phone today. I could see that. Let's clean this up. Holy cow. I was definitely playing on my phone today. It is so hard to do fibs on your phone, by the way. It's much easier to do it on a 40-inch monitor. Don't need that. Let's do. I'm getting rid of everything. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it from scratch. I'm getting rid of everything. I don't want any of this clutter. We're gonna start over. I don't want anything. Alright, well, you guys shouldn't be screwed on anything because you shouldn't have bought any weeklies. Everything must go. Everything on sale. We're getting rid of everything. Even gonna get rid of this right here. Alright, we are live. Look at that. Look where the price is right now in this flag. Does that not look like it's at the tip? I swear to God that's at the tip. Okay, so here's the deal. I will put my Discord link in here, but it is not. I don't want it to compete with Ace Ventures. It's strictly for bot commands and for news. Okay, that's the deal. I don't talk in it. I only talk mainly in Ace Ventures. But if you guys want access to a news bot and a charting bot and some referral links, then that's fine. Oh, you can just DM me. My DMs are always open. So, who can tell me what they see immediately? What formation is this? What is this? I'm just going to kind of highlight it for you. So if you're looking at this and you see this rapid rise here and then a squeezing price action, what is this called? First person to tell me what this is called gets a high five. Philip, you're so close. Ah! Eol Binyam. Hope I said that right. You are correct. You are the first person to be correct. Hold on, I just got a text here. Thomas was mad that I was streaming. Sorry, Thomas, if you're still watching. I know you were. It is a bull pennant, correct. So, how do we chart a bull pennant? So I was doing this earlier. So I kind of want to just do. I'm gonna do a fib right here. Do a fib retracement on the bull pennant, low to high here. Let's see if this works out. So, looking pretty good actually. So we have reversal action around the golden 38, and then it came down into this zone, reversed. It didn't really follow it too much here, but it's been following it more here. So this 2440 is a 50% retracement, and it's been bouncing off of that hard every single time the last 3 bounces. And it's been reversing around the 23% retracement. It did gap up above it, and it tried to stay above it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we test another 26 here, and then we're looking for a breakout above this, and then we can really zoom. Let's throw on TTM. I'm trying not to clutter my charts, but you can see it's tightening. Looks like it might go down a little bit tomorrow, but I expect after FOMAC it'll go back up. So we might see it flat in the morning, and then we'll see it. You can see it just squeezing. It should break out. I don't want to clutter. That Dan sounds right. Is that the 18 million dude? That sounds right. Just off the top of my head. No, Miguel, wait for the breakout. So what you're looking for is you're basically waiting for the breakout above this green line right here. You do have a another resistance right here. That's pretty accurate. So you could do a small position here. So if you zoomed in here, you'll see a small position above 2550. So if it's above here, and then it might get up to 26ish, probably around. Imagine. Wonder if we can maybe predict this. So this would be my prediction. I'm not going to even do the full LEO. I'm just going to do this to show you what I think might happen. And then it might break out. So you might see, if FOMAC goes correct, we'll have our FOMAC in the morning, we'll have a dip in the morning, we'll have a major breakout to 26, maybe a sell-off. I mean, it might go up to here. And then, I mean, if we get really lucky, we'd be seeing this. and then you'd have a retracement probably to like up here. So this would be best case scenario is a breakout this week to 27.5, and then by the end of the month what we want to see is basically this run right here. We want to see this again. We want to see this. This was the lotto. So this is the lotto for the month that I was talking about, and this is an extreme lotto. But what you're basically hoping for is a repeat here, and that would get us up to 30. So from the FOMAC, we want FOMAC to talk about interest going up, and we want the dollar to die, and we want this to go crazy. Tweet that for you guys. Tweet, tweet. That way I hold myself accountable. Let's see if that happens. So let's look at dollar. Let's look at the dollar. Dollar's dying right now. That means silver must be up, I would imagine. After hours, right? Yeah, look, silver's up after hours. That's nice to see. Silver's following my projection for the year. So these are my silver projections for the year. High end, this is extreme scenario. This is low end scenario, and the white scenario was my prediction. So January calls right here, January 18th. My white was my was the middle prediction, and that is 44.60 by January. And if you want to do even crazier, this could help us predict it as well. Boom. So we're probably looking at in between here is probably, you want it to stay in between here. So this you should call this like the peacock indicator. It's crazy. I don't use it very often. It's just fun to see. I need to change the settings on this too. It's kind of overwhelming in my opinion. I don't love I gotta go through these after and kind of redo them all because I'm not used to streaming these live. They're probably harder for you to see. So the lotto, you could still get in it. It is a very high risk but very low reward. It is $3 right now. $3 for the lotto. You probably have to pay $4, maybe $5 for it, but it's got a $100 return. So crazy return. And what you're doing is you pretty much. So here's what happens. So tomorrow, wait for FOMAC, and if Powell talks about allowing inflation to happen, and we see a bullish reversal here, I think it goes nuts. And basically, the lotto was this. So it was a November 30th, and it was a you're buying the 29, and so this would have been, this is what you're buying. Oops. So we'll do green for your buy, and then you're selling the 30th, and this is insanely inexpensive. So if you were to put I put $200 into it, and if it works out it'll be $5,000. So it's a very good upside. So what else were we were going to look at? Let's look at lumber. So lumber, let's throw some fibs on this and see where we're at. I'm going to do it from the low point. Low to high. Let's get rid of all these clutter lines. And let's look at the fibs and see if it's following. So for me, just based on this, I would like to see lumber above this red line right here. I would like it to go over 23.51. and then I would be mega more confident. I might, the short-term lottery I talked about on it, probably out of the question right now for hitting 30. It just doesn't look good, unfortunately. I was not. I thought it would follow this uptrend, and once it broke this pink line, this was your big sell sign right here. And if it gets back over this, then we could buy back in. The January calls, I think we're going to be okay. I think those were 35s. What we're looking for here is on earnings to have a mega earnings, and we're looking for this movement right here. So this was the last earnings that they had in a similar situation, and it went from 24 up to 37. So that is something to consider, that it went up $13 in one earnings. The 29-30 November, yeah, I could dig that. I could dig that. So consider this with lumber liquidators, though. It is a lower volume stock, so make sure you look at the open interest, which is how many contracts are available, and then look at you're probably going to want to go for the third week in November. We'll have the highest open interest because that's your monthly expirations, and you want to look at open interest. You want to try to find something that has a minimum of 500. I'd feel more confidence with 1,000 open interest OI. So that's our lumber liquidators update. We're looking for the 40 by the end of the year. That's what we want. We want this, and we're probably going to need earnings for the data for it. So let's talk about that when it gets in November. Someone remind me end of October to. I'm sure we'll look at this again between then, but this was my prediction for airlines earlier when I talked about this beginning of the month. I think I talked about it like right here, somewhere in here. So I'm going to clean this up. We're going to talk about some other things here. I'm just going to get rid of these. I'm going to keep these lines and these lines because I want to keep my prediction in here. But I want to throw this up here. Yeah, I mean, pretty accurate, these fibs. Wonder. This is their low point here, basically. I feel more confident with it there. So we want it to break above 1871, and then I'd feel more confident. We really need vaccine news. Saved, and also I feel more confident in the big three: AAL, DAL. DAL has had wonderful news lately. DAL also has a rising wedge. 37 upside there. I know Love has been my favorite one. That has been the safest and highest confidence one. So that would be, if you want to go with a safe airline, Love is probably your highest confidence play there. We can do a fib here too. Let's see. Maybe I don't have this right. Yeah, looks doesn't look amazing to me, to be honest. I don't love it. I was talking end of September, but I mean the 29-30 November is extremely safer. How much would that be? Let me look that up actually. I wonder how much a 29-30 November would be. 29-30 November. SLV. I'm just doing this on my phone here. Just for, I don't want to log into my account on live. 29-30, you're looking at about 9 cents, so about 1,100% upside. Not bad. I mean, yeah, that's a low risk, high upside. That'd be good. Probably have to pay higher than 9 cents, but probably around 10, $11. probably have to pay. But yeah, it's 1,000% upside, and I feel very confident that it could hit that. I mean, I think tomorrow's going to be huge. Tomorrow's definitely going to be very big. So hey, look at that. How do futures look? I haven't looked at futures tonight at all. We are. This is weird. So VIX is up, but all the indexes are up too. So I think China's up. China's red. Hong Kong's red. It's kind of mixed. I don't know. See how silver's doing. But this is what I wanted to show you. So if we go there, there we go, economic calendar. So we want to go to tomorrow. A lot of Great Britain data. So if this increases sterling's value overnight, that would help the dollar, help silver. The big thing is we got retail sales tomorrow. That'll affect the dollar. We got Canadian CPI data that'll affect the dollar. You got oil refinery data that'll affect the dollar. And then the big thing that we have is this right here. So 2 o'clock interest rate decision, FOMAC statement, economic projections, interest rate projections, interest rates for Q3, 1, 2 year, and 3 interest rate. This is what we're going to be looking at right here, are these projections. And this is what we're going to be looking at. So we want interest rate projections to be high. Strong buy. Okay. Sean, what do you want to know specifically about Tesla? It is super hard to predict one day. Longer movements are easier to predict. AAL will always have the most volume because people love it. It is average volume 61 million. It was low volume today as well. So I think we need data for airlines. I think we need vaccine news. That's what we need. We need vaccine news. So, what specifically about the lotto would you like to know? Sean, wait for a retracement. I was talking about Tesla here. I think it will retrace either to 430 right here to the 439, or possibly down to the 418. So 439.24. If it retraces that and bounces off, you could get in the lotto, or look for it to 418, which I think is more likely, but it's not necessarily going to happen. I just typically with Tesla, if with major momentum, if it retraces here, it would fill this gap. So that was my thinking on it. If we look at the hourly, we can see there's a gap right here. So I mean, it filled the gap now. So we'll see if it refills. So we had there's not a lot of buying and selling in this area. This is not a lot of big supply and demand zone, but might have to go down to add some supply and demand and build on that. Oh yeah, tons of upside. I got 500 here for battery day, and then I got 620. If it can literally go for, like, let's say this is battery day right here, it can literally go in one day from 508 to 620. That is not unthinkable. I just that's stupid that Tesla could do that. Lyft. Ugh. I don't know. I just don't like rideshare programs. They don't make money. They just aren't profitable. And with the virus, what they need automation is what they need. If they could have automation where people could Here, Google this. This is your bullish. If you're bullish on Lyft, you need to Google this. Nope, sorry. Transportation as a service. TAAS. TAAS. Transportation as a service. There is a lot of analysts that think that TAAS stocks, aka Lyft and Uber, are the biggest upside stocks, because as soon as we get automated driving, what TAAS is basically, instead of paying $200-300 for a car a month, you would pay, say, $100, $150 for a robotic car that you basically on your phone, on your app, you would say, okay, I want to leave at 9 o'clock today. You go beep boop 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 boop, and then at 9 o'clock there would be a car that drives itself to your front door. You put in the address, and then it goes boop 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 boop, and then it drives to your address, and then you're done. And then whenever you want to go somewhere again, you do the same thing. And so you're basically paying a monthly fee for transportation as a service company. Those are the future of transportation. Owning a car is not, if that makes sense. I have not talked about oil yet. I think CVX was the one that I had been talking about, and it has not been good. This was a major dud. This was something that I said it had to break this first, so I was saying watch it. Hopefully you didn't buy it, because it has been absolutely atrocious. In fact, I am this was a watch that did not work out. I am not always right. I am not afraid to admit when I'm wrong either. But oil was good today in terms of price action, so I'd be curious to watch and see kind of reversal we get here. I'm going to leave these lines here because I'd be very interested in getting into this if it reverses. Feel more confident with that. So you could, if it sees a reversal here, you could you could scalp this maybe, and then if it breaks this line, you could you want me to chart an oil stock named Oil? Or is it OLL? Type it in all caps, RG. Oh, that's definitely not it. Oh, you just want the ETF? What the mother? I don't know what's going on there. That can't be right. OII? That must be it. Yeah. OII. Okay. I'm not specifically familiar with. There's so many oil stocks. I tried just to play the major. I like to play the ones that I've heard of, that you hear of. They don't look great. Pamela, look for literally, it's what I did at the beginning of this, CheddarFlow or full algo. That's where you want to look. CheddarFlow or full algo. I put the comment down that you can look at. That's the link for the 7-day trial on CheddarFlow. So if you just if you want to try it for free, just use this link for a 7-day free trial. There you go, Pamela. Alright, so yeah, I mean, it's following this really well, so that's good to see. Makes it more predictable. You do have a downtrend pattern here, looks like. Yeah, look, I didn't even have to move it. It just kept itself there. So, keep it on watch, definitely, but it's not something I'm going to play right now until I see more. These down here, yeah, they are. It's not going to get down there. This is a penny stock, though. Don't play that. Holy Jeebus. What is that? I don't know what this is over here. I think we'll start right here. Could retrace to 1276, doesn't necessarily have to. Could retrace down to 1272, that would probably make more sense. Could go like this, boom, and up. Go back up to 1350. I haven't looked at Vail today. I was super busy at work today. I got a bunch of clients that we're starting new stuff with, and I've been super busy paying attention to them today. And I'm probably going to be less active during the day. And ooh, Vail looks nice. I like this. This is looking pretty. Yeah, if you're not, if you didn't, I called it about right here. So hopefully, if you did get in. Looks like it hit the 23% fib right here and bounced back up, so this could go back up to $12. I could definitely see that going, and then if it breaks out, we did kind of have a double-ish top here, but typically you don't see triple tops. Typically the third move is the breakout. Yeah, I work for an automotive chemical supply company, and I got some clients that are starting some new products, and I've been helping them launch those products so that they're successful. I do a lot of consulting work. Workhorse, ooh man, I remember talking about it here because I charted it here. God, this thing's gone nuts. I wish I got into this. I told everyone. I said Workhorse looks amazing. And it looks amazing. And it was amazing. God damn, There's so many plays that I call out, but I'm so stuck in some other plays that I always forget to play them. Just needs one of you to donate me like $1 million and just turn that into like 10 million. I don't know. Could be reversing soon. We got a rising, collapsing wedge here. Let's do some fibs on here. This could it's running out of steam. So what you could say here is, I mentioned this a couple times, think of it as an airplane going straight up, and it's going, and it's running out of steam. It's almost into the clouds, and then all of a sudden it starts to sputter, and then it reverses. And that's how I like to describe rising, collapsing wedges. Is it squeezing action, and it breaks out. Now occasionally, depending on the angle of the rising, collapsing wedge, you do get a major breakout. It is super more likely for it to reverse though. So what you're probably going to get, so this last leg you could chart out another fib here, and so it's bouncing off this 23% retracement. So you could see down to 38, potentially down to reversal to the 50% retracement, and maybe a full retracement down to the 62%. So just watch these levels if you're in Workhorse, $24.50, $24, and $23.50. I haven't gotten into private consulting. I do occasional one-on-ones. I don't charge for them. I just do contests and I do one-on-ones for free. I haven't done limited brands. I don't even remember. How long ago did I chart this? It had to have been like right here, I suppose. Look at this gap. That's a nice gap right there. That's crazy. I'm gonna delete these. These aren't relevant anymore. Huh, it skipped right through the golden zone. Right through it. Yeah, retrace. Look at that's just. These always look pretty after. I'm gonna always look pretty after. Super hard to predict them going forward though. So let's talk about how you can predict it. I wanna show you this. So let's tell you you had your Elliott wave here, got to here. Delete everything. So we're gonna pretend like we're gonna test this theory and see what happens. So this was you have an extension fib tool here. So this was your first breakout. Here. And this was your timetable. Yeah. That's you had a double top and then you had a kind of a cup and handle. A full breakout. This is slightly off. And then you had a reversal starting at the first Fibonacci tool time retracement. So this is a horizontal fib. Basically this is a vertical fib, this is a horizontal fib. So you can see it gets increasingly larger and larger. So that means the moves will become longer and longer and less harder to predict. And you can do this multiple over and over. So what you then can do is can draw some vertical lines here. So if you just want to do the short term, just do a vertical line there. Do one here. You're trying to predict price action here, and then you can delete this basically. Delete this. And then what you want to do is you want to go low to high here. Just trying to predict reversal moments. So this predicted this reversal, and this one didn't really predict much else. So this isn't a very reliable tool, but you can use it to try to predict. The bot will trade for you. So the bot basically what you're doing is you're typing in a strategy, you're limiting to whatever tickers you want. You're limiting, you can pick how much you want to commit to each strategy. If you want to put 10% of your portfolio in, you can put pretty much it's super customizable. You can tell it how many plays you want it to do per week. If it doesn't find any that meet the criteria, it just won't trade. You can tell if it wants a specific price target. It basically can do anything, but it doesn't have preset strategies right now, which is the biggest limiting factor, which is what we're building in. So we're back testing a bunch of strategies to make it easier for new people. Because if you're not super experienced, it really won't be that useful right now. If that makes any sense. I did chart Neo, yes. Looks like that, so hopefully this helps you. Let me know if you understand this Neo chart. Ryan, this one's for you. Do you need help with this? Let me know. Or do you want me to tweet this? Ryan's probably like, what the hell is that? I'm going to tweet this just for fun. What? I don't want to publish that. I want to tweet it. The peacock chart, that's right. Here, let me. I know you probably you actually wanted me to go into depth on this, so we'll just we'll get rid of a lot of stuff here. This is probably easier for you to see. So basically, what you have here is you have a bull pennant breakout, and now it's going into a bull flag. So basically, what you're doing. That's not the one. So I wouldn't be surprised if Neo retested 1870 before it really took off to 21 again. So it's basically going to do this action, and it's going to follow this up here. That would be my guess. Yeah, right? The bot will be $2,000 right away. So it'll be $2,000 to buy it right away. I am negotiating that. I don't necessarily I don't predict the price to change. What I do predict is what's included in it will go up at the end of the year. So it's in beta testing till the end of the year. We're gonna open it. The beta testing's open right now, but I'm not inviting anyone to it till I feel confident in recommending it. And then once we get the strategies implemented next year with all the features added, the additional features, then it'll go to instead of a one-time fee, it'll be $300 a month. Yes, this will be uploaded. The front half of this is all about CheddarFlow. So if you're interested in CheddarFlow, definitely watch the first half hour. That is all about CheddarFlow, the features, how to use it, why I use it, how to use it to reinforce your confidence in your plays, and you can try it for free for 7 days. And I put a link in the comments section. It's a free 7-day trial. I don't know. Fortress Value Acquisition. You guys find the weirdest tickers. I thought I was the king of weird tickers. This looks like a cup and handle though. Maybe even another cup. So cup. Oh, this was a cup handle breakout. Now it's forming another cup handle. It's a nice find. I could see this. Making some money. Yeah, I mean it retraced down to the 78 right here. Yeah, that could be a nice play. Yeah, it is a set it and forget it bot. Like legit, I know. It's super exciting. It's a little pricey up front, but I mean if you have a one-time fee for forever, and if it's returning, I mean it should make its own money back faster than anything I've ever seen. So if you're not doing good trading, yeah, take a break. Go in long term, throw some shares into some dividend stocks. Check out the long-term trading channel. Look for the dividend portfolio. Look for those in there. That's something that you can do and not worry about making money. All right, guys, it's been about an hour and a half. Any final questions before I hop off? This was probably one of my longest streaming sessions, about 2 hours. So I'll do 1 or 2 more questions, but that's it. Thank you all thank you everyone that sat through the whole 2 hours. I'm sure there was a lot of other cool stuff to do tonight, like watch basketball or something, but hopefully you learned something. Again, if you want to try CheddarFlow, check it out. If you got any questions about it, if you do use it, if you want to use it, DM me. Um, I got no problem answering those. I always leave my DMs open. If I don't get back to you right away, it's just simply because I'm busy. I will get back to you eventually, though. I'm drinking. I got a orange pineapple and vodka right now. Who asked me that? Oh, Namaya. Yeah, I like rum and vodka. I find I like whiskey. I like everything besides basically. I don't like tequila. I didn't put any details on the bot yet because it's a very heavy investment and I don't want people. I don't recommend it until I personally try it. So I don't ever recommend anything that I don't personally try. So because of how heavy an investment it is, because I want to do a live demo on it, just give me a day or two. I'm going to be releasing details probably Thursday night, and then we'll talk about it a lot Friday. I'm hoping to have a demo set up in the next week or so. So just and what we're going to do is if we do decide to recommend it, we're only going to recommend it with a guaranteed strategy, and we will give you the strategy for free with the bot. So it's a set it and forget it with the strategy, and it's pretty exciting. So we will test the strategies first, and then we will give you the strategies for free with the referral to the bot. Does that make sense? Hopefully you guys get excited about that. Basically, plug it into your broker. You plug in the settings that we recommend, and it trades your account for you. Right now, it only works with TD Ameritrade, but by the end of the month, as the beta testing develops more, we have potential agreements in place with 3 other major brokers. So, because they're not set in stone, I can't say any names. But big things are, there's very big discussions with all the major brokers right now. Yep, it'll work with any size account. No minimum. You can set the parameters. You can trade shares if you want. If you don't want to, if you want to just test it out with shares, you can do that. It can do shares or stocks, and it can do options. It can do anything. Literally anything that you can do, the bot can do. So, I'm not releasing any details. It will not ever work with international brokers. Will never work with international brokers because international brokers API, which is their coding, is outdated and it's not dynamic enough to support the bot. So I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to tell you that, but until international brokers updates their API, it will not work with it. I do not believe at this time. We will maybe down the road, but not at this time. I can tell you that potentially, without naming any names, this is just a hint, that there's discussions in place with the major brokers that charge you right now, that if you purchase the bot, they may waive all fees for it. So that is exciting as well. So that is exciting. I can't name any names yet because they're not finalized deals, and that is a break of confidence or whatever you want to call it. Once it's public knowledge, then I can tell you, obviously, but I can't tell you right now because discussions are still ongoing. Right now, it only works with TD Ameritrade and TOS. So wait for details. I mean, it's only 2 days. You guys can wait 2 days. Just wait 2 days. Major updates will be released Friday, most likely. If I can get everything in place Thursday night, I'll let you know. I'm finding out. I'll ask about warranties and things like that. So, thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I've always had the philosophy that if you're a successful trader, you don't need to charge people thousands of dollars. Obviously, my time is still worth money, but I have free time at night, so um, if you do something good, you shouldn't do it for free. So there's middle ground, you know. A lot of people have the philosophy that if you're a really good trader, you should make all your money off trading, and then there's other philosophy that if you do something really well, you shouldn't do it for free. There's a lot of different economic philosophies on that. So more details will come this Thursday and Friday. I know people are super excited for it. So stay tuned. Um, Definitely will be announcing it in the Discord. Uh, Pamela, just be patient, please. 2 days is not a long time, especially because it'll be something you can use forever. So thank you all. I will update all of the different strategies and everything that you can do with it. I will update by the end of the week, I promise. So I'll upload this after. YouTube takes a long time, usually with a 2-hour video, so it probably will upload sometime tomorrow morning, and you can rewatch it tomorrow.